Hello, good morning, my dear students. This is Thiru sir, your assistant teacher. So, welcome to the online classes of Sri Eknatharav Kharche Elite English Medium School, Muktainagar. So, dear students, today we are going to learn the second chapter of geography, and which is came from the NCERT textbook. So, here is globe, and here is a textbook with me, and today we are going to learn regarding the globe, isn't it? So about the globe we are going to discuss today. I mean our planet, isn't it? So the previous chapters we have learned about the solar systems of all the planets and other things, isn't it? So today we are going to learn our Earth and a globe. Okay. So here a textbook with me. That is chapter name is globe, latitude and longitude. So dear students, first of all we came to know globe, isn't it? What is this? This is a globe, accurately. So in this globe we can see countries, continents, oceans, etc., etc., mountains, everything we can see. But it is very, very difficult to locate a accurate place. Yes or not? So this is the very biggest world, and it is the model of our Earth, isn't it? A globe is a true model of Earth, and it size some different and variety size, isn't it? So what we have to learn something here. Globe can be rotated some way, same way to spine to protect yourself. So one thing, listen, you may make an activity. So whenever you're making some, this is, isn't it? So first things, suppose just to take a potato and just how the pin it. Okay, so both of sides it should come. Then after rotate it. The same how the globe just spinning. Listen here. The same how it is spinning. The same way you spine it. So like that, our Earth is moving from west to east. So in this way, but what is the main difference? There is a needle, but in the real Earth there won't be any needle. That is a imaginary line. That imaginary lines which touches just from both of sides, North Pole and South Pole. So both those the side which is touching from top to bottom, the both of side are called pole. That's why north side pole is known as North Pole, and the south side pole is known as South Pole. So keep in mind, keep in your mind that first of all you have to know the direction, isn't it? This is the direction. Top side is the north side, then after bottom side is the south side, this is the east side, this is the west side. So in this way now you see me, north, south, east, west. Are you getting my point what I am saying? So always it's changing and it is rotating, and the touching the both of places is called North Pole and South Pole. The North Pole and South Pole which is attaching, that is called axis. Axis is, there is no line, that is means there is no real line, that is a imaginary line. So means you have to imagine that yeah, it has a line. We have to imagine it. Are you getting my point? That is written. So just 2 minutes I am just reading the content. Listen to me carefully. In the previous chapter we have read that that our planet Earth is not a sphere. It is slightly flattened, obviously. Slightly flattened, no? This side. Good. It is slightly flattened at the north and south pole and volcanic in the middle. Can you imagine how it looks? You may look at the globe carefully. You may look at the globe carefully in your classroom to get an idea. Globe is a true model of miniature of Earth. Figure point 1. It has in the textbook also given one globe, and I am also showing the real globe. So imagine, look at it. You can get the proper idea. This is the accurate model of our Earth. Globe may be varying size and types. A globe's different size, different shape, not shape, they have different size and types, but all are the same. Big one which cannot be carried easily, small pocket globe, and globe like balloon which can be inflated and area handy and carried with easy. The globe is not fixed. It cannot be rotated the same way as top, spine or pocket. Well, it is rotated. On the globe, countries, continent and oceans are shown in the current size. Just I have said before. Means in the globe, we can show you countries, continent and different hill areas, some physical regions. We can show it. But it is difficult to describe, to locate a point on a sphere like the Earth. Now the questions areas as how to locate a place on it. We need to certain point, reference and lines to find out the locate of the places. You will notice that a needle is fixed through the globe on the tilt manner, which is called its axis. Just I showed you, this is the axis side, just to think as a needle. 2 points of the globe through which needle passes are 2 poles. Means these are the 2 poles which the needles passes through it, isn't it? So that is called North Pole and South Pole. That is called North Pole and South Pole. The globe can be moved around the needle from west to east, and just as Earth moves. But remember, there is a major difference. The real Earth has no such needles. It moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line. Another imaginary line is running on the globe, divided into 2 equal parts. This line is known as equator. The northern half of the Earth is known as the northern hemisphere, and the southern half is known as southern hemisphere. They are both equal halves. Therefore, the equator is an imaginary line, circular lines, and is a very important reference point to locate places on the Earth. All parallel circles from the Earth equator up to the poles called parallel of latitudes. Latitudes are measured in degrees. So this is listen first point. So I hope you already read about this parallel lines and horizontal lines. So in the 5th standard already you may read. So today we are going to discuss just deeply, isn't it? So I have read the content. Okay. So this is not only the imaginary lines, but also the another lines are there. Those were very essential to very important to locate a point of the places. So first things, we have to learn about the axis, which is an imaginary lines. Okay, the another imaginary line lies at the middle of the Earth. That is this is called the another imaginary lines, that is equator. And equator also says known as 0 degree latitude. 0 degree latitude. So there are number of lines are there. There are number of lines are which is measured as a degree. Which is measured as a degrees. So this line is called the parallel of latitude. What do you say? This all the lines is known as the parallel of latitudes. So in the parallel of latitudes, all are measured by the degrees. Keep in mind. Then after, we have to learn, just I am reading the content, listen to me. The equator represents the 0 degree latitude, since the distance from the equator to either of the poles is 1/4 of the circle around the Earth it will measure 1/4 of 360 degrees, that is 90 degrees. Thus 90 degrees north latitude mark the North Pole and 90 degrees south latitude mark the South Pole. Okay, so just I'm making drawing. This is the North Pole and this is the South Pole, isn't it? So this is the middle 0 degree, that is called equator. We can say it has three names. The largest latitude, this is only. The 0 degree latitude, this is only. Next, equator. So it has three names. We have to keep in mind it has three names. So if you go making lines wise, so when you go through north direction, North Pole and South Pole, it has 90 degrees and it also has 90 degree. But here only 0 degree. Keep in your mind. Next, as such all parallel north of the equator are called north latitude. So these are called north latitude and these are called south latitude. Obviously, as such all parallel north equator called north latitude. Similarly, as parallel south equator called south latitude. So next, the value of each latitude, therefore followed by either of the words north or south. Generally, this is indicated by the letter N or S. N means north, S means south. Just I have indicated north means north, N, south means S. Okay. For example, both Chandrapur of Maharashtra, Chandrapur in Maharashtra, I mean India, Belo Horizonte in Brazil, South America, is located on the on parallel of 20 degree latitude. But the former 20 degree north of the equator and the latter is 20 degree south of it. We therefore said that Chandrapur is situated at 20 degree N latitude and Belo Horizonte is situated 20 degree in south latitude. We see the figure 2.2 that as we move away from the equator, the size of the parallel of latitude decreases. Okay, so here just for indicating one example for given for you. Suppose Chandrapur is it actually it is 20 degree north and the horizon of North America, that is 20 degree in south. But when we are indicating, generally what we have, how we have here indicate 20 degree north, 20 degree south. So N or S, this is a shortcut form of the north and south. So keep in mind properly that you can get a proper idea. Okay. So next, good. So it has the number of 0 degree to 90 degree. Here also it is 0 degree to 90 degree south. So it has some specific, means some important parallel lines, I mean latitude lines we are going to focus. This is the equator, then after. So listen to, these are the very important latitude. Are you getting my point? So this is half degree. This is 66 half degree. What? This is north, this is north, this is 23 degree half south, here 66 half degree south. So we have to keep in mind this. So this latitude are very important. Okay, in this way we can identify which is the temperate zone, which is the hot zone or different. So listen to me. So I am reading first the content. Beside the equator, the north pole means 90 degree, the north pole 90 degree, and the south pole 90 degree. There are 4 important parallel latitudes. Okay, there are 4 important parallel latitude. So what let us see first. First things, Tropic of Cancer, 23 half degree north. So this is what you call Tropic of Cancer. Keep in mind. Next, Tropic of Capricorn, bottom side, this is Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Next, Tropic of Arctic Circle at 66 half degree north. So this is called Arctic Circle, while the fourth point is Antarctic Circle. This is called Antarctic Circle in South Equator. Are you getting my point? Means the north side 23 half degree north is called the Tropic of Cancer, and 66 half degree north side is called Arctic Circle, while 23 degree half south latitude is called Tropic of Capricorn, and 66 half degree south latitude is known as Antarctica Circle. So these things we have to keep in your mind and you have to remember it. It is very useful things for your future and different competitive examination also. Okay, so this is the equator. Now the zones, hot zone, cool zone, we are going to read now. So first things, we'll discuss. So first of all, I will read the content. Listen to me. First things, heat zone of the earth. In the earth, which are the heat zone? About we are reading. The midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year on all latitude in between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This area therefore receives the maximum heat is called the torrid zone, where, listen to, where the sunrise getting, the means falling straightly, the sunrise falling straightly is called this, that area is known as the what? Torrid zone. So listen, the area which receives the maximum heat is called the torrid zone. Keep in mind, the area means where is get sunlight. Suppose just listen here, sun. So sun, light is falling like that. So here straightly falling sunlight, while here coming slanting. Are you getting my point? This area became so hot, while this area that much not hot. So this area is called torrid zone. This area, what do you say? Torrid zone. So listen here, the area around Antarctic Circle on the southern hemisphere have medium temperature, they are called temperature zone. So though it is getting more heat though it is the light falling straightly, that's why in this area getting more heat. That's why this area called torrid zone, while these areas are called temperate zone. Temperate zone. Are you getting my point? So you can see the picture, or you may also make an activity that take a torch and straightly and slantingly, you can different angle you can show, that you can understand properly. Then after we will do the temperate zones. So listen, I will read the content. The midday sun never shines overhead in latitude beyond the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The angle of the sun rays goes decreasing towards the poles, as such areas bounded by the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere have moderate temperatures. These are therefore called temperate zone. Just as I said before, just a few minutes ago, that though the sunlight straightly falling on it, that's why this zone is known as temperate zone, and this zone getting so heat. But gradually, if you go both the poles at North Pole and the South Pole, the sun rays gradually slanting towards the northern side, means decreasing the heat of the sunlight. So that's why gradually the sunlight also slanting towards the North Pole and South Pole. That's why these areas are known as temperate zone. These areas are known as temperate zone. Next, area lying between the Arctic Circle and the Northern Pole. Arctic Circle and the Northern Pole in the Northern Hemisphere, and the Antarctic Circle and the Southern Pole or the Southern Hemisphere are very cold. It is because here the sun doesn't rise much above the horizon. Therefore, its rays are always slanting and provide less heat. This area therefore called freeze zone. So listen to me, the North Pole and the South Pole, the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle, that areas totally getting very less sunlight, and the sun also not going more horizontals, more height. Very just to think, morning time how we are seeing the sun in the east side, and evening time how we are seeing the west side. So the same way total day the sun will keep there only. So how will get the heat inside? Morning time can you get the heat? Evening after 5 o'clock can you get the heat? No, like that. The same process in the both of side, both of North Pole and the South Pole. North Pole and the South Pole are getting very less temperature and less light. That's why this area are getting very cold and cold. That's why this area are known as freeze zone. What do you say? This area called freeze zone. How many zone you get? Torrid zone, temperate zone, freeze zone. Torrid zone, temperate zone and freeze zone. Middle part of the earth, means which is equator, nearby equator of the places of the earth, is coming under the torrid zone, while the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn areas, both of side areas are coming under the temperate zone, and the Arctic Circle and the South Pole, Arctic Circle of the North Pole and this Antarctic Circle of the South Pole are coming under the freeze zone. So keep in mind properly that you can get proper answer. So understand, my dear students, I hope you understand this point. So now we are going to discuss what is longitude. Means longitude, height. Okay, and you know very well that how many latitudes are present and how many longitudes are present. Have you know or not? There are 180 longitude and 360. Wrong. 180 latitude and 360 longitude are present on the earth. So let us say discuss the longitude. So these are the latitude. So by the latitude we can get about the temperature and different climate, each and everything we can to know about the world. Now we are going to discuss about the longitude. So let us see what is the time. So this video is too large, so we'll make another video. Okay, so this session has complete. The another session we are going to discuss the longitude. Okay, thank you.